Then finally, this was there. As I said in the yesterday is the central pillar of our project for the formality. I am welcoming to this also. Then of course, the victory or the success of every event is with the participants' cooperation. So the students, research scholars, faculty members, and resource persons came here to attend this particular 2-day seminar. Thank you once again for your esteemed presence here and welcome you all to this gathering. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sir, for such a warm welcome. Now I invite our head of the department, Sree, for the presidential address.
Good evening all. Honorable Chief Guest, Professor Dr. Sree CM, Controller of Examinations, Mahatma Gandhi University, Kottayam. Respected Principal, Professor Dr. Ernakulam. Esteemed keynote speakers, chairpersons, faculty members, dear students, and all the participants. It is with great honor and pride that I stand before you today to deliver the presidential address at the valedictory function of this remarkable academic event. Over the course of this program, we have witnessed a dynamic confluence of ideas, academic rigor, and professional insights that have undoubtedly enriched every participant. Firstly, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to our esteemed keynote speakers and resource persons for sharing their wealth of knowledge with us. Special thanks to Professor Dr. Sree CM for accepting our invitation for the inauguration of the valedictory function of this 2-day international seminar. To our principal, Professor Dr. Ernakulam, sir, I express my deepest appreciation for your unwavering support and vision. This event was not just a meeting of minds, but a celebration of curiosity and collaboration. The diverse range of topics covered in the lead lectures, plenary sessions, and technical sessions, both online and offline, explore the profound potential of integrating indigenous knowledge systems into sustainable tourism, a concept that not only preserves our cultural heritage, but empowers rural communities through enhanced livelihoods. I would also like to recognize the dedication of the organizing team headed by Dr. Sujit A.S., faculties and staff whose tireless efforts have brought this event to life. I am sure that the insights gained from this conference, the seminar, should empower you to explore new frontiers and contribute meaningfully to your respective fields. As we bring this event to a close, let us remember that the end of one journey marks the beginning of another. This valedictory function is not merely a conclusion, but a milestone in our pursuit of excellence. In conclusion, once again extend my gratitude to all the participants, attendees, and collaborators who have made this event possible. Thank you.
Next, I would like to invite our respected principal, Professor Dr. Ernakulam, to address the audience.
Good evening. Respected Controller of Examinations of Mahatma Gandhi University, Professor Dr. Sree CM, Srimati Gauri, and the Head of the Department of Commerce, Dr. M. Sankara, Head of the Department of Botany, SNM College, Madingara, Dr. Sujit, Convener of this international conference, various faculty members of Sri Sankara College, as well as the delegates from different parts of Kerala and outside states, as well as one international faculty from Sri Lanka, Southeast University of Sri Lanka, Professor S. Punapalan, and dear most students.
the two-day international conference is coming to an end now, during which we have received more than 93 research papers, out of which 87 were accepted. And out of these 87 papers, I think that at least 25 papers will be selected based on their merit for a Scopus indexed journal publication. Then the remaining papers will be published as a book with ISBN number. That is the outcome of this international conference, one of the best outcomes. And there were parallel sessions along with this, that is during that has happened in this seminar hall at different places in this college, where offline and online sessions were there. And I think that almost all participants, they have seriously participated in the discussions also after their presentations. And the topic of the seminar was also very relevant: integrating indigenous knowledge systems in sustainable tourism, enhancing livelihoods and rural development. And these two-day deliberations might have inculcated something into the young minds for the urgency and the need for integrating the indigenous knowledge for enhancing the livelihood of rural development via tourism. I hope that we have achieved what we aimed while writing the proposal. And I expect that the for the postgraduate Department of Commerce will again apply for this type of ICSR projects, and will get a project worth more than 1 crore in immediate pray for that, and I am expecting for that. With the leadership of Dr. Sujit and other faculty members, definitely you can, and be a pillar of our college. And as far as this commerce department is concerned, this is one of the best departments in my college. And I wish that we can act the best among all the departments. And very recently, we have completed the inspection of this department as the research center by Mahatma Gandhi University, and we are expecting the research center, the approval of the research center by the Mahatma Gandhi University very soon, so that many students from in and around our locality as well as outside the district of Ernakulam can come over here and do their research in the Department of Commerce. Coming to the chief guest of today's, the valedictory function, Dr. Sree, a person who is so close to my heart. Actually, what I was aiming to say or intended to say, it was told by my dear friend. He already told everything. That was the kind of, a relationship that our controller of examination is maintaining with all other, irrespective of anything. Whenever you approach, definitely you will come out with a very positive note from him regarding the certificates, regarding the examinations, or everything related to Mahatma Gandhi University. That is the kind of person Dr. Sree is. And we are going to retire together also. That is another thing. I'm actually not getting worse. His son was a student of my college where I was when I was teaching at Union Christian College. So, sir, on behalf of Sri Sankara College, Kalady, I express my sincere thanks to accept our invitation and coming over here for inaugurating the Valedictory Function. Thank you very much. And I hope that Dr. Gunavaran has enjoyed the serene beauty of Kalady, isn't it? Today, early morning, when I visited temple, I could see Dr. Gunavaran visiting Sri Krishna temple and Serengeti Mutt, isn't it? Yeah. And, okay. You will be going today or tomorrow? Today night. Today night. Okay. So you are welcome again, sir. And if I get a chance, definitely I will visit you.
I want to invite everybody.
Okay, thank you. And even almost all participants from almost all states were here in this particular conference. That is another highlight of this conference. From Gujarat, Assam, Orissa, Delhi, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, almost all states participated in this international conference. Thanks for the participation, my dear most delegates also. And I once again appreciate the Department of Commerce for getting this particular ICSR project as well as conducting a seminar as part of this project. And this project was, the PA was from our institute and other colleges, Marine College, Kutikanan, Payyanur College, Payyanur Kannur, SH College, Tevara and SNM College, Malikaya are the co-participants of this program as well as this project. And we expect that in future also we could collaborate with these institutions for getting this kind of very good projects, which will keep our academics in a very kinetic phase. Once again, I hope that this seminar may have successfully conveyed what it was aimed at. And again, thank you very much for this opportunity. Thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your wonderful words. Next, I would like to invite the Honorable Chief Guest, Professor Dr. Sree, CM, the Controller of Examinations, Mahatma Gandhi University, Kerala, for the inaugural address.
Good evening, all of you. Most respected President of the function, Srimati Gauri and Rajana, Head of the Department of Commerce, Principal and my dear close friend of mine, Dr. Professor Ernakulam, and my dear student who delivered the welcome speech, Dr. Ernakulam, Dr. Jocelyn Joseph, Dr. Sujit, my dear resource persons and most respected delegates who have come from far places to attend this important seminar on integrating indigenous knowledge systems with sustainable tourism. First of all, let me tell you that please don't get carried away by the good words said by my dear friends. Please get me from what I am saying only. Because they are my close friends and close friends and students always flatter. Anyway, the seminar was a great success from the words of the principal and the presidential address. I could understand more about 100 papers were presented and all were about the standard. First, with all your permission, I declare the program inaugurated. Secondly, seminars are like lotus. It blooms in the inaugural function and it shut down in the valedictory function. Valedictory functions will be success when it is kept very short, because people are on their feet to their back to home and they will be praying, please stop it, stop it, stop it. So it's natural to be like so. So I promise you that I will not take more than 10 minutes. Actually, for 4 or 5 years I have not been in the habit of lecturing, because I was always in an administrative job and I rarely get enough opportunity to talk. So I don't know, my talking abilities has been degraded all these 5 years. I don't know whether I will be able to impress you with whatever I have to talk. Regarding, I have been fortunate enough to work with the indigenous population during my research work. I have done my research work in exploring the indigenous system of medicine which is being prevalent in the Adivasi communities of Wayanad district. So I have been working with them for almost 7-8 years. Whatever I have gained from their knowledge, I will be sharing with you. Almost all the topics would have been covered by you by now then, and it is not futile to talk much on that. But I think some point has to be covered, if not already discussed here. The first thing is that when we have something in mind about indigenous people and their systems, the first thing is to consider their identity as a unique thing. We all consider them as alien people. That's the first thing we have to accept it. We came from them. All these citizen people came from the indigenous population only. Most of the genes we share with them. So the first thing is we have to identify, have an identity in our mind, in our treatment, to consider them equal or above. The second thing is to consider their knowledge about nature more superior than us. Actually, when I was doing my research work, one incident happened. We were exploring the biological sources of a common drug which is called as epistrol. It's a molting hormone, you know. So it has the highest percentage was reported from a plant called Diploclesialis from Menispermaceae family. So as a curiosity, we did the bioprospection of all the members of the Menispermaceae family. We didn't get any result from any other plant. Only one plant we got was Cocinium, and that was usually used by the indigenous people for sugar and pressure diseases. So, whatever they are using, whatever their knowledge they have gathered is due to trial and error method for millions of years. That has been succeeded through their generations. So we think our knowledge when we have practical experience with interacting with them, we feel that their knowledge is so super that regarding nature they have a high consideration and knowledge than us. Third is their food habits. We think we are having the best food habits, but most of the food habits which has been followed by them are very near to nature and first hand without preservatives and nothing and without any adulteration. We cannot think of a single dish which has not been adulterated by any fish or meat or anything. How can we 100% say it is not adulterated? But these people have all the things just from their surroundings, very natural and very first hand. And their environment, their living environment is less polluted and less artificial. We are sitting inside an AC. And if you sit so much time inside the AC, what happens? Our ionic balance gets debalanced. But if you have got an opportunity to go into an evergreen forest, you feel inside an AC. You don't feel hunger, you don't feel any thirst. You can walk kilometers and kilometers. So we feel more civilized, but we are actually on analyzing, we feel less civilized than them. And their culture. We have a culture which has been almost determined by the business people around us. Everything, you know, right from birth to death, everything is being decided by the businessman. But their culture is more true to their beingness. So all this aspect has to be taken into consideration when we are dealing with indigenous people and their development. Otherwise, what will happen is that we will go along with the ordinary neoliberal, highly Hippocratic or diplomatic agendas, which underlie the development process which is being already on roll with these people, and they are suffering and they are being exploited by these people. So when you are these academic people, like you have to interfere into these type of systems. Look, our forest management has been so deteriorated that all these indigenous people are being almost deprived from their natural environments. So we have to have better forest management processes and policies. According to the UN's Sustainable Development Goals, almost 17 has been put forward. The first one is given priority is given poverty and hunger. The 8, 12 and 14 goals are mainly concerned with indigenous population, and worldwide it is considered that indigenous tourism, utilizing these practices and help of these indigenous people, their culture, their food habits, will play a major role in claiming or sustainably developing the environment and sustainably developing the economy of whole nations. So at a macroeconomic level, we should be considering all these factors when we are designing policies. Actually, we know that in Kerala, the wildlife has gone out of control. Most of the people living alongside the forest, the farmers which are living along the forest are being highly disturbed by the wild animals. So it shows that last 40-50 years of management have not taken into consideration all the aspects which were earlier easily done by these people. The forest management, forest wildlife utilization, sustainable development, all of this has been done by indigenous people so many years that after 40-50 years they have been expelled out of the environments and we are not done much justice to them. Actually, most of the indigenous generations of people doesn't have a way of which is equivalent to nature in their culture or vocabulary, because they don't think that nature is something different from them. They consider it as a natural extension of their own being. So in their culture and their vocabulary, a word equivalent to nature is there, not there. Only we people feel when we go to forest, we are in a nature. So we know that we are out of nature other times. So we have to orient all these things, and I think this type of seminars, this type of academic researches, this type of projects, government is giving priority to make policies which are so indigenous friendly, which are so macroeconomic level, and we have to align these policies so that the sustainable development goals put forward by United Nations to be meaningfully implemented inside nation and throughout the world. Considering the tourists, there are two types of tourism. One lot comes just for enjoyment, and the other lot comes for studying the history, the landscape, the practices, and the indigenous people and culture of the existing area. And that lot has to be utilized by, that lot has to be targeted by this type of work so that these indigenous people can have meaningful discussions, meaningful exhibitions of their culture, meaningful, so that what happens that their own egos and their own individuality gets strengthened and they start believing in them. Also, side by side, they have to be educated, they have to be given all the knowledge offering across the globe so that they become one among us and don't become alien to us. I think all these things has been discussed all this way. I thank as a college Kalady, the organizers of this seminar, including my own college has been a part of this research project. All of them have done a wonderful job. I wish a good, happy back journey to all the delegates, all the resource persons for delivering, coming over here and delivering their research findings for this thing. And whatever I have said, if you think it's something to be taken back, just put some thought on these things, and while implementing, you have a sympathetic and empathetic approach to the people you are going to deal with. With these short words, I once again thank all of you for inviting me here. A special thanks to Anil Kumar for giving me an opportunity to visit this institution once again. I have been here very long from my early career days. I have been associated with this college, and once again I feel home when I am coming to this institution. And all the best for this project, all the best to the Economics Commerce Department, all the best to the delegates, and may indigenous tourism and indigenous people get a uplift and unhypocritic and unviewable agenda-free help from this social and academic community. Thank you once again.
Thank you, Sree, sir, for your wonderful words. From our part, from the organizing committee, Sree College, we Department of Commerce, would like to give a small token of appreciation to our wonderful chief guest. And I invite our beloved principal to hand over the token of appreciation. Now it's the time that all the participants have been eagerly waiting for the distribution of certificates. The names called for are posted to come in front of to the stage, and first set of certificates will be distributed by our chief guest, Professor Dr. Sree, CM, Control of the Examinations. Pavana Pavitran, PhD Research Scholar, Dr. John Mutai Center, Department of Economics, University of Calcutta. Kalady, Assistant Professor, KMA College of Arts and Science, Livelihoods. Charlie Jose, Research College, Devara. Nishan P. Nasim, Research College, Devara. Dr. Anmol K. Research Guide, Assistant Professor, Department of Economics, Sree College, Kalady. Ms. Neetu MC, Research Scholar. Ms. Neetu MC, Research Scholar, Karpalam, Academy of Higher Education. N. Renita Khan, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce, Karpalam Academy of Higher Education, Coimbatore. Remya R, Research Scholar, Karpalam Academy of Higher Education, Coimbatore, India. Devaki Manu, Research College, Kerala. Emmanuel Vijay, Research College, Devara. Georgia Varghese, Prasad Business School. Sharina Joy, Prasad Business School. Vishwan NG, Assistant Professor, Sree Livelihoods College, Valedictory. Sujitra A, Assistant Professor, Sree Livelihoods College, Valedictory. Shafna is Assistant Professor, Department of Tourism and Hospitality Management, MES Asnavi College, PU Bangalore. Mitra Revin, Assistant Professor, KMEA College of Arts and Science, Livelihoods. Fasana in KMEA College of Arts and Science, Livelihoods. Rashmiya PM, KMEA College of Arts and Science, Livelihoods. Fatima Suhara, KMEA College of Arts and Science, Livelihoods. Mithun Dev, KMEA College of Arts and Science, Livelihoods. PM Vencia, KMEA College of Arts and Science, Livelihoods. Resvana Air, KMEA College of Arts and Science, Livelihoods. Simi D, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce, Sree College, Kollam. Faisal T, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce, Malabar College of Advanced Studies, Malappuram, Kerala. Dr. B. Ramesh, Retired Professor, Sree College, Kalady. Dr. Vinit K. Associate Professor of Commerce, Government College, Kolkata. Ms. Sajana K. Research Scholar, Department of History, Vice College, Ernakulam, Thrissur. Mr. Mohammed Sinan M. Academic Associate, Marketing Management, IAM, Kolkata. Ms. Vinci Paul, Full Research Scholar, Department of Economics, Sree College, Kalady. If there are any participants who are yet to receive certificates, they are directed to inform the mic point right away. If any of the participants has not yet received certificates, please inform the mic point right now. Thank you, participants. Next, I invite Dr. Joshin Joseph, Assistant Professor, Marine College, for the vote of thanks.
Good evening, everyone. Respected Principal Dr. Ernakulam sir, Chief Guest Sree CM sir, then Head of the Department S. Ernakulam, then dignitaries on and off the dais, dear colleagues, research colleagues, and my dear students. Thus, we come to the end of our two-day exercise. And I promise I don't spare more time, 3 or 4 minutes. I know you all are about to leave and thinking about catching this or train. Some of you were actually looking into your watches when I was sitting there. But still, as a part of organizing committee, it's a matter to express the gratitude to all those who make this event a success. And I am very happy to see a crowd, a very full of crowd because when we start the morning section, we have only a few gathered here. So usually what happens to most of the sections is that we will begin with a full crowd and we end up with a few. And to be honest, that not happened. And it actually proved the success of our event. And first of all, I would like to mention the principal of this college. Whenever the Switzer mentioned about this project, the only thing that I asked to him is about the principal. Because how is the principal? That's the only question I asked him. And the answer was, he is one of the most comfortable persons you have ever met as a leader. And that is very important for a faculty and for students. If you are able to deliver that motivation to faculties, then you are a success and then you are an inspirational leader. So, on behalf of organizing committee, still as a matter of formality, I express our grateful and deepest gratitude to sir, and he was always available throughout the session. Right from the beginning of the session to the end of the session, he was available there. So, thank you sir, thank you for the support, and we expect the future, we expect your support throughout our project. Then next is about Sree sir. So, everyone mentioned about Sree sir. And whereas you can say that I only recently realized that he is a faculty from botany, and all the three faculties are actually from the botany department. To be honest, from the experience, I was thinking that he is from social science, definitely, because he was such an inspirational leader, and I also have a personal experience. I completed my PhD during the period of 2018, and after that I was actually in the industry. And I came back into the academics again in the year 2022. And when I get back, I have a need with my PhD degree certificate. Actually, it is compliance certificate or something like that. The request is that the PhD degree, the university has to certify that the PhD is as per UGC regulations 2009. And whenever we are actually in the field of academics and when we move to the industry, I also have the thought that I never come back to academics. And to be honest, I don't have any communication with my grade or my colleagues and my fellows also. So when I get back and I want to get this certificate, one of the requests from the university part is that you have to provide a certificate from your grade. And unfortunately, my grade was already 13 years and he is no more in the academic service. And what actually, when I get to this section, when I get to the section head told me that until you get the certificate from your HOD, get the certificate from your grade, we won't be able to deliver the certificate. And I asked them, suppose what if you do, if my grade got deceased. So they told me that no, that's not an excuse, this is our formality and you have to comply with that. Then I taken this matter to this Sree sir. First of all, he was always welcome to hear me and hear the problem. And after hearing me, he told me that won't be an issue. But after that, whenever he communicated with me that won't be an issue, he will be communicating. He told me that he will be communicating, and he communicated with his personal assistant or something like that. He also that. And I get back to the section and actually I submitted the documents and I will get back. So what I want to mention here is, we can see different type of administrators. One category of administrators is, they will hear you and after hearing you, they will ask you, they will communicate you that the problem will be sorted. And after that we will be getting back. And usually what happens is, especially when we come to these kinds of administrative departments and administrative sections, the head of these sections will be offering you something, and when you get to the section will be delivering you the same thing. But that not happen, and again, we can always create problems. And what happens in the most of the administrative department is that when you get into a problem, the administrative head or the persons knowingly or unknowingly usually fuel up these things. And that is what the problems most of the times the problems are again escalating because of the attitude. But he know how to handle things and how to manage the persons and how to handle the situation. And from that point of view, I was thinking that he is from the social science because persons from the social science is supposed to be good at manhandling. Yeah, that is what I am saying. So he is especially an exceptional leader, and it is always to have a leader like this at university levels. So thank you, sir. Thank you for all the support and having the patience to come here and blessing us. Thank you, sir. Then next is about the department. So whenever you are thinking about a project or whenever you are thinking about these kinds of research activities, the support from the department is also very crucial. If the department is not supportive, then we won't be able to end up or we won't be able to complete it venture as a success. When I come here, all these faculties are, there is no elder faculties. I am not saying that the elder faculties are actually having any kind of issues, but Sree sir is having a very good team. A good team means all the fellows are actually peer-age groups. That is what I can say, and that is what I see when I get here. So that is also very important. Whenever we share something, our college should be also able to recollect that. And if that happens, then only we can move ahead. Otherwise, there will be some kind of pulling back from the department. And if it happens, we won't be able to do these kinds of things. So I take this opportunity to congratulate and appreciate and also express our gratitude on behalf of the organizing committee to the Commerce Department of this college. Thank you for all the support and all the help. Next, I would like to mention the resource persons and keynote speakers that we are having. And still, the another discussion that we already had whenever we are thinking about the international seminar is that why we go for an international seminar like this? Why don't we conduct an international seminar online? Because that is more, we can save more energy and it is less costly and again it is more convenient. But the Swiss sir's version is that no, we have to conduct or we have to hold an international seminar of this kind and we can actually do it on hybrid mode. So another thing is the speakers we already have. I think there is no need to mention about the quality of the speeches and quality of the sections we already have. We have very variety of sections right from the industry, right from the administrative part and also from the academicians. And there is a super blend of this academic industry as well as administrative part. And when it comes to a topic like this kinds of integration and this kind of joining together is always important. And I wish and I express my sincere gratitude to all the keynote speakers and research persons who accepted our invitation and have showed the patience to come here and deliver their messages and dialogues with us. Thank you for all the participants inside as well as across India. Thank you. Then next is our participants. So the principals have already mentioned about the participants, and whenever I communicated the number of participants we are having the points, and when we communicated that the papers that are not related to the topics were rejected, even my colleagues asked me, oh, it is good you have some papers to reject also, because most of the times whenever you send a paper to a seminar, it will be get accepted, and again it will be get accepted, and if it is not from the topic, then they will come. From my experience, what I have seen is, if there is a subject from another topic, then there will be a separate section for that topic. That is what most of the times happen in reality. But I am very happy to say that don't happen here. All the papers are up to mark and are actually in the subject. Only those papers we accepted here and presented here. So that is a very success for our seminar, and it shows the acceptance for the part of participants, and you, the participants, actually make this section very wonderful. Next is about the students here. So there is only a very few students community because you are having university exams and all these things are happening nowadays. And again, today is always a holiday for the students. But still, the students are available here, not just available here, they are actually sitting throughout the sections, and on the last day, whenever the at 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock, the students are still gathering there and saying that we are ready to spend time, we are ready to spare enough time ahead because they are actually given 2 days for the seminar. So, I know there is a motivation from the part of the students as well as there is actually a kind of enthusiasm from the part of the students to take part in this seminar. And I think you have gained a lot of knowledge and a lot of experience from this seminar, and it will be good for you in future. So thank you for the students and student community of the college for providing us a wonderful support. Then last but not least, as a matter of formality, my colleagues headed by Dr. Sujit sir. He is the person who made this project possible because without him, this project won't be possible. He is the one who joined all of us, and again, whenever someone is actually going out of work, he will again call them and bring it back. And again, he will always make sure that he is falling in a comfortable position because whenever that also happens because someone is not, if you feel that your project coordinator is actually pressurizing you, then there is a very chance that he will be doing nothing for you. But that never happens, and he will be always there. And most of the days he will be committing to home at late by 2 or 3. And when he called me, usually he called after 12. And generally I realized, from my habit, I have the habit of going late to bed. And later on I found it that whenever I was actually late at night, I can get a friend to call at night. That is about him. Then next is about the Rahul sir. He is also always with Sujit sir for all the support and a kind of brotherlyhood feel what I get from these two guys. When I see Sujit sir, always Rahul sir is also there, accompanying there. And it is very good to have such a colleague from the department. To be honest, it is very good. And it is rarely happens. And mostly in the case of academicians, to be honest, as I have industry, when I come from the industry also, the ego is very much high at academics, to be honest. As I am coming from the industry community. But here, in between these guys and these fellows, that is never happened. And there is no such kind of issues happen in between us. And then again, Indigenous is there, then again, Indigenous is there, then our Sankara is there. Sankara is always a kind of glue because he is actually in the group, he is able to stick us together. And he will be always spread happiness in the group. And that is also very important in a group because we will be having all the type of personalities in the group. And he is such a man. And thank you, sir. And on behalf of myself, and I express my sincere gratitude to my project team headed by Sujit sir. And once again, thank you for all the participants to make this event as a success. Thank you all.
Invite Dr. Ajay Padi to sing the national anthem. And all participants are requested to.
जनगणमन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तब जय गाथा जन